There we go. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Hey, good to see you again. It's I, your old Grandpaw Coyote, coming to you from Crestone, Colorado once again. Big changes in the offing now. You know, we're beginning to see it even a little bit in the material world, but it's not going to be what anybody expects. You know, they've been teaching and training you in a certain direction, getting you ready for a shift, a change in government, a change in worldwide economy and stuff. And I got to tell you, most of that is a farce. You know, put up by the beings that work in the background all the time and have the arrogance to think they control the flow of things here. Which in a way they do, because they're all part of the collective. There isn't anybody separate from it. But in another way, they're arrogant fools. And they're going to fall flat on their faces now. All this planning, all this organization, all this work they've made others put into it, because they sure as hell don't do any of it. They just scheme. And get their scheming from the great beyond. You know what I mean? There's another family that's working through them. Another part of our family that's a bit demented, a bit tormented, and a bit outside of itself, and really wouldn't know the truth if it walked up and bit him on the nose. You know, that part of the family. Though down underneath it all, we all know the truth. And that's what's coming forward now. You try to be dishonest in this world with yourself, first and foremost, of course, and it backfires on you. Because you've got your lessons to learn. And here you are learning them. And here's to you for being brave enough to do it, babies. Because that's the only way to go. First and foremost, be honest and truthful with yourself. I'm going through a little personal agony right now. As many of you know, I've been trucking for a number of years now. 30 out of the last 50 years, basically. Like somewhere around 3 million miles of over-the-road trucking. And been through lots of hazards and dangers and lots of sweet moments out there. I mean, it's really come undone, man. I've had a good time with it. But some incidents happened last week that just basically guided me in a new direction. Showed me how little respect there was for me personally. That sounds kind of selfish, but anyway, it ain't. But how little respect there was. And then I began realizing, that in this world, this system, part of the reason so much cruelty exists is because none of us are in its favor. Only a handful of hand-picked people and hand-trained people are allowed favor and respect. Everybody else gets little of it. Now, yeah, we respect one another in a personal way, yeah. But I'm talking about out there in the business world where we all work and play. Where even if we don't have to do anything, our money comes from, I'm not like that. I wish I was, but it'd make this journey far more simpler. But anyway, and I realize it's time for some dynamic and powerful changes in my personal life. That I have to let go of something I've held dear to my heart for a long, long time. I quit for 13 years and didn't go back to trucking until 2005. But it's still been a part of me, and even when I wasn't trucking, I still was in another way, And my journey's never been quite complete without it. It's why I keep going back to it. I'll go do other things for a while, and then I'll go back to trucking, because there's some comfort in it for me. And it's like I was born to drive and live to thrive on the drive, because I'm very driven as well. Driven for truth, driven by truth since I was a tiny child. And totally aghast at what I see in this world. Now I'm going to make a whole new series of videos. We're going to call them Truckin'. And they're going to cross-correlate some personal experiences of mine with personal experiences of the Mother Earth and all her children. And we're going to explain in a roundabout way, which is pretty direct, why things are changing here, what direction they've always been headed, no matter what it seemed like in this surface three-dimensional world. Always. There's been a flow and direction that's very visible to those that are willing to see. And I got to tell you, not many of us are, present company included, though I'm learning. And as I learn, I share it with you, because you're my brothers and sisters. We're all babies in the same playpen, man. And we got to reach out and take care of one another. So it's in that vernacular that I'm talking to you today as well, because in order for me to make this change, my personal economy is going to have to change right along with it. Now, I never have and never will charge for my services other than for driving and commercial things that I do. But as far as what we call spirit and education and entertainment, you know, the sharing of the heart, the healing, the truth, how can I charge money for that? I just simply can't. So I'm going to keep putting these videos up for free, you know. But I might put up a little donate page where if you really appreciate what you're getting, you can go kick $10, $20 the old man's way and help me get by. And, you know, I got some really good plans for you. With a little assistance from many of you, it's going to work out beautifully. I can quit trucking and start trucking, if you know what I mean. Because it'll set me free in a personal way, at a personal level, in a way that I desperately need. I need that freedom from slavery in order to free the slaves. You figure that one out, but I'm telling you, it's a perfect equation. It works. And if I can reach out and touch your heart, then you can reach out and touch mine as well, and we're all mutually assured that everything's going to be okay, and it's a benefit to all. Because I can share, you can share, and everybody winds up sharing and caring, and, you know, life becomes a better place to be, because that's who and what we truly are. We are kind and gentle souls. Absolutely. The most heinous of us is, underneath it all, still a babe in arms, a babe in diapers, and their basic nature is to be kind and loving, because that's all they see and live. That's what we are, people. That's what being human's all about. And what we're here to re-educate ourselves into as well, to see beyond the illusion of irony and pain and violence and wars and politics and religion and all of the rest of it to boot, and see the truth that underneath it all, inside of each and every one of us, we are caring human beings who only wish the best for one another. Now, we've been brainwashed out of it. We've been messed with in pretty vile ways all throughout our history to make us accept some other form of living as our life, where the devil may care and fuck everybody else, I'm getting mine first, you know, that kind of thing. You know, we're all kind of brought into that in one way or another, or at least put in such great fear we retreat into our little corner of the world and feather our own little nest and try to look out for ourselves first, and our own along with us, first and foremost, when in fact that's only the beginning. We got to care for everybody, you know. And it's not always easy to do in this vile world. So big changes are coming so that it isn't vile anymore. And you and I and the rest of this earth are a part of that. A huge part of it. I mean, besides doing a few fun videos that will be quite revealing, I also wish to put together a little rock and roll show. It's something that's been dear to my heart for a long time, You know, I've been waiting around for the universe to show me the way and all this stuff. When I knew it all along, all I got to do is start doing it and it'll happen. And I know a lot of really gifted musicians and dancers and so forth. There's some beautiful people on this earth that are here ready and willing to share the energy of their fun little lives with you. And we can turn a simple thing like a little rock and roll show into a healing show, a medicine show. One that, you know, shows up impromptu in your backyard, basically. And you just hear about it on the wind, and you come and show up, and baby, the music, the words, the energy transforms your life and brings healing to every area of it. Something similar to what we do here on videos and audios and so forth, but in a little more personal way. Believe it or not, you can take a public performance and turn it into an awesome and an amazing experience. Many of you have been through that with raves and different kinds of concerts and so forth. We know what that's like. But it just takes that simple concept and expands on it a little bit, so that you see for real, maybe for the first time for many of you, the beauty and truth in this life. It's something that's been hidden hard away inside of you. And it has many defensive mechanisms built over the top of it to keep you from seeing the innocent side of yourself that knows that everything is pure and sweet and natural. So there's another way we're going to help you if we can do this, if we can work together, share together. I believe firmly in my heart that this always should have and should come from the human heart. So it's to that heart that I'm making this appeal. Not to the star beings of the great beyond. Hey, they're here to help where they can. But we're the instigators. We're the planners and processors. We're the ones that have the power. Those beings, well, they got a lot of tricky technologies and stuff, and a whole big whooping bunch of enlightenment. They don't live here. They're a part of us, yes. They're the same family we are, yes. Different divisions of it, different ways, yes. But they're not the all-powerful Wizard of Oz, any more than the Wizard of Oz was in Dorothy and Toto's little movie. You know, and that's the way you got to start seeing them. They ain't anything but a placebo, something to get you to believe in yourself. So they'll lead you on, they'll lead you astray even. They'll tell you they're going to arrest bankers and so forth, and it don't happen. They'll tell you they want to rearrange governments. It don't happen. That's not the Star family talking. That's somebody working behind the scenes and messing with people once again and trying to set up their own little paradigm so they can remain, quote, quote, in control here. Believe me, folks. God, you know it in your own heart. It's gone askew. That form of it, that which is channeled here, has been taken over by those other forces. So don't look for big governmental changes. Governments and banks and money will fade away in its own due time. And in the meantime, it'll become a whole lot gentler process than it is now. Because we are the ones, we, the small fry of the earth, the last, are first. We're in control. We're the ones that become conscious now and bring forward truth to be shared everywhere with everyone and help everyone awaken. It's quite a powerful and dynamic process. It might go on for more than 3 months. It might go on for 3 years. But babies, I'm here telling you, the timing of it doesn't matter. What does matter is that you're in it and that you know it. Because everybody is. It's just becoming conscious. So I'm going to tell you these little tales about trucking, about hauling ass down life's highways. What that means and what that truly is for all of us. And I'm going to put together a little show, rock and roll show, with your help, of course. that tells the story of the Mother Earth. I was going to call it Mother, but I think trucking is a far more appropriate title for it. And you know, I already got some work on video that I told you about, this beginnings and so forth. I'm putting that on ice, because this is a far better form of its expression. It'll come out cleaner, more pure. You'll be able to get it just like that. I mean, even the slimmest, the most unconscious, will begin to see. So I reckon these videos will get out there eventually and help a lot of folks, because there really isn't, for all of the enlightenment here, there really isn't that many people that really know the truth, that really acknowledge it within themselves. They see bits and pieces of it. It's like the story of the elephant and the blind men. There's like 10 blind men, you know, that are allowed to go up and touch the elephant. Each one feels and sees a different dynamic of it and thinks the whole animal is what it sees there. The foot, the trunk, the ears, the hair, the hide. They think that's the animal. And yeah, it is. It's a part of it. But it's only a part. And see, we've all been blinded. And we have to learn to see with our feelings first, which are essentially our spiritual hands. As we learn this trick of feeling, of being honest within ourselves, once again, about our feelings, what we're feeling, what our knowing feelings are showing us. Oh, God. It's tricky, babies, because we've been taught to doubt those instantly and to put them away fast and go with the program. But in this instance, now, instead of going with the program, I don't care if it's tribal, I don't care if it's corporate, government, religion, I don't care. Instead of going with the program, we go with the heart, the inner knowing. Because we begin to understand and see what it truthfully is by its effects upon us. When we go against it, we learn. When we go with it, we learn even more, learn even better. And that's how we'll re-establish paradise here on earth. It seems far too simple, but yet that is it. You want a new life for you and yours. You want happiness, freedom from hunger, starvation, poverty, death and destruction, wars and Illuminatis and all that bullshit. Start there within yourself. Let it happen in you, because that's the real you trying to come out. We're all in stages of metamorphosis right now. We've been the caterpillar, the hairy little caterpillar, and it's cute and it serves its function and it's done very well as a caterpillar, thank you very much. But now it's crawled back inside of itself, and it's beginning to see with new eyes, and it's developing wings and color and delicacy and gentleness. And it's learning how to appreciate the flower in ways it never could as a caterpillar, because it couldn't see the whole flower. All it could see was little bits of it and chew on it there. But now you get to fly out. As you wake up, you fly out of the cocoon. You leave behind all the restrictions on your thought and thinking, and therefore on your experience. You let go of rules and regulations, laws, because you know in your heart simply what is and isn't good to do in any given moment. It's real, personal, and real simple. It's just remembering how to hear it and see it, and allowing ourselves to grow into it in this way. So I may have to go trucking one more week longer, and I may not. But either way, I'm setting myself free. And I'm going about doing what I need to do here. And I encourage you to do the same. Let it happen for you. The universe will reach out and touch you and take care of you. I have lived this way before, in a limited sort of way, when I lived on the streets of a certain city in this country and shared the wealth of my heart with the people on a one-on-one basis. And man, even though I didn't have a home for years, I always had a home. I was always blessed with a place to stay, great food to eat, great times, great parties, great experiences with others. Babies, it can happen. You can be so in the flow. And I'm telling this to myself, so I'll have the courage to do what I know I got to do today. And that is let it go. So babies, pray for me. And I'll keep sending good energy to you. And we'll all come out of this in a good way. And every bit of our experience will be appreciated and understood. And the sting will go from it, and we can let go of it all. That's how we undo the effects of time. Getting to where it doesn't sting anymore, because we see the bigger picture, the broader view, the view that comes from the heart inside of yourself. Can't tell you how much I love you, how much I appreciate all that you're doing in this life. Even if all it is doing is being miserable and suffering, you're doing a damn good job of it. Keep it up. And remember, the deal is to let it go when the time's right. Okay? And I'm here telling you that not only that you can, but that you will, and that you are doing so right now in this moment. It's really as simple as that. Now, do I have to go get in a spaceship and fly around in the sky and talk to you from there to get you to listen? Or can you take it from this humble old hippie's heart that's every bit as human as you, maybe even worse? That it can happen for anyone and everyone because it's meant to be this way. It's time, babies. We've served our term. We've brought the family back together in reunion inside of ourselves. And now the outer just begins to reflect that because we've already done it. Let it come. Let yourself see this. Let yourself know this. Give yourself some quiet meditative time. Gather in groups. Talk about it. See what comes out of your own mouth. You'll be amazed at the amount of enlightenment there. You can make all of the spiritual gurus sound like bimbos. You yourself. Because you know far more than they do. Already. Just open yourselves up and let yourselves experience this truth. Much in the way that I'm trying to do with myself. Again, I tell you, we're all in it together. I know Papa loves you so much. And appreciates everything you do. And even though I may cuss you once in a while, other people may too, take it as love. You know, it's a funny thing I posted on my Facebook. The words love and fuck are synonymous. So when somebody says fuck you, they're telling you love you. When somebody says fuck off, they're saying go love yourself. Go learn to love yourself. You see? See past the illusion. Understand the truth. The bitter words won't be so bitter anymore. And you can let go of a lot in this way. Of course, there's far more to it. And the further you get into it, the more you see the love in every activity in this life. Can't be beat. It's really neat. And that's why souls line up to come here, those that can take it. And it ain't everybody. So when I call our star family a bunch of frickin' wussies, it's not a mean thing. It's just telling them, keep your perspective, babies. You can't do what we do. You know, even though you can come here and live with us, through us, in this world, you're not a part of it. Not in that way. It's not personal for you. For us, we live it. We're in it. We can't come and go in the way you guys do. You know, we can't pick and choose our little moments. We got to do the whole program. But there's reasons for that, and it's a beautiful thing, and it all works poetically, perfectly. But I'm telling you, star beings, get off your high horses and listen to the cries, the agonies of the human heart. Don't turn your back on them this time, because you've done it before, babies. I know you didn't mean to, and it didn't seem like you were at the time, but you done it. This time, you ain't going to. Get with the program, the same as we are. Let's join together in the heart and not make this such a divided experience anymore. Let's let go of the divisions, the illusion of divisions, and see each other for what we truthfully are. It's the only way, babies. Baby, rock and roll, roll, roll. That sounds kind of like row, row, row your boat, don't it? Yeah. Paddle upstream, babies, gently. Catch you in a bit.